Hello, pool players, and welcome back to Bar Guy Billiards. In the intro, you saw a photo of a player holding his cue stick like this with his four fingers wrapped around the butt of the cue with his thumb pointed up the butt of the cue towards the end of the cue. Not sure why he would hold a cue stick like that. Maybe he felt it gave him greater control. But the problem with that is it really limits your forearm action, and you're limited to just a jab stroke. You can't follow through with a nice smooth stroke, getting extra power or action on the cue stick with your wrist like that. So what's the proper way to hold a cue stick? Just rest the butt of the cue on your fingers like this. Want to keep the pinky off. Your ring finger, your middle finger, and your index finger. The cue stick is just resting on those fingers, and wrap your thumb so you're holding the cue stick, something like that. Now here's a picture of Pan Xiao Ting, the back of her grip, which looks like that. And she was one of the great female players 10, 20 years ago, and her mechanics were absolutely stellar. So let's take a look at a couple of shots and see what it looks like on the table from a couple of different angles. Okay, you see the nice, relaxed, fluid motion of my wrist and fingers versus this, which limits you to just a jab stroke. So with the cue stick nice and relaxed in our hands, just resting on our fingers, not too loose, with a nice comfortable grip. And those shots become a lot easier. Okay, here's another angle of the grip. Notice the relaxed wrist. Cue stick just resting on my fingers. Nice light grip, but tight enough. And the follow through. Okay, pool players, that's a quick lesson on how to properly grip the cue stick. If you're not gripping the cue stick in the manner discussed in this video, it's going to really hamper the progress of your game going forward. So you want to practice this. You can set yourself up an easy shot like this on the table to get used to gripping the cue stick properly. Once you are gripping the cue stick properly, it's going to really help your game going forward. And I also did a video on how to form a proper bridge, either a closed bridge or an open bridge. And that's another basic fundamental that you have to have down in order to improve your game. And I'll provide a link to that video below in the description. So thank you for visiting Bar Guy Billiards. And as always, players, we'll see you at the table next time.